What's up guys, it's your boy Lex Money. I am constantly telling you guys to do your own research, but I know how difficult it can be to go out and find videos from a reliable source. So in today's video, we're gonna have a movie night together. The CGO and the CTO from the Dfinity team have come together to bring us some exciting updates about a brand new wallet they are integrating. But before we do get into the video, a lot of you guys who are watching the videos, you're not subscribed, and Lex Money fam, we're growing every day. ICP army, you guys are strong. If you're not already part of the Lex Money fam, go and drop me a sub right now. Let's get it. The audio may not be the best for the playback of them, but the audio was just, it wasn't the greatest on their stream, and I think it's because they're at a big conference right now anyway, so you've got a lot of background noise, so you guys are gonna have to deal with that. Let's get into the video.
So hey everyone, I'm Lomesh Tata. I'm the Vice President of Growth at the Dfinity Foundation, and here with me we have our CTO, Jan Kamenesh. Hey Jan, welcome.
Hey Lomesh, hi everybody.
So, Hong Kong. Here we are in Hong Kong at the Web3 Edge Summit. What brings you here?
Now, before we start, guys, if you don't know what the Edge Summit is already, it is basically where a lot of up-and-coming projects, as well as well-established projects, will come to showcase what they are working on. And a lot of good connections can be made at these conferences.
Our new OIC wallet, and do some airdrops to demonstrate that now actually you can have ICP on Ethereum, and also you can have like Ethereum tokens on the internet computer, or actually hold them on the internet computer.
Wow, you said quite a few things. OIC wallet, Ethereum, internet computer, Ethereum, and yeah, let's start with that. Let's start with OIC. What is the OIC wallet?
So OIC wallet is like a showcase that demonstrates the threshold signature capabilities or chain key signing capabilities of the internet computer. Mm-hmm. So you could just take any browser, go to oic.com, and then you're already connected to a smart contract on the internet computer.
And before he continues, we've spoke about this many times. It's similar to creating an internet identity. It is encrypted into the chip in your device. He's going to get into this in just a second as well. But I mean, they're at the forefront of making crypto easy for a lot of newbies.
Computer that implements like a full-blown wallet.
So when you say wallet, right? So are you saying the wallet is basically only within the browser? You don't need to install any plugin. You don't need to download any app. Is that what it is?
Yeah, totally. So it's like a wallet implemented by a smart contract on the internet computer. And so, like, because smart contracts on the internet computer can directly be accessed from users' browsers, the user can just use a browser, connect to that smart contract.
Wow, that's so cool. And you also said something about Ethereum. So what does this wallet hold?
Right, so now with the wallet, you can log in with like internet identity, so that's like a blockchain authentication mechanism that uses your phone's biometric key unlock system. So with that, you authenticate yourself to that wallet smart contract, and then the wallet smart contract will, for you, generate an Ethereum public key, and essentially like an account of that wallet, or like your own wallet that has that public key. And now,
so if you guys aren't following, this is massive, because you can basically turn your internet identity into a cold storage wallet for your Ethereum-based coins. I don't know any other crypto that is doing this at the moment. You guys can let me know in the comments if you do.
You have an Ethereum public key, like in that smart contract that is yours. Of course, you can have any token that you can hold with an Ethereum public key.
Awesome. So what I heard was like you essentially can create a wallet within the browser completely. You essentially do not need to download anything. You don't need any plugin, and you can hold multiple assets: ICP, Ethereum, and all the ERC20s.
Exactly, and so normally when you have like let's say MetaMask or a wallet like that, you have to install like a plugin for your browser, right? And then you have to remember some seed phrase and whatnot. Here you don't have to do any of that. It's like the key is held like on the chain, like managed by the chain totally secure fashion because it's like multi-party cryptography, like state-of-the-art cryptography. And even across all of your devices, just like as long as your device has the security chip, you're good to go. So no key management there.
Now, I hope you guys are understanding right now, because with MetaMask is going to be a thing of the past very soon, and a lot of newbies that come into crypto, I've spoken to so many people, asked them, do you know how to create a MetaMask? Do you know what a seed phrase is? Do you know how to recover a wallet? And the answer is no, no, no. Now, what he's basically saying is you're not going to need a seed phrase. You're going to need your Face ID or your Touch ID like you've seen on my laptop, or you can even type in your password for your account, and it's going to be as easy as that. You're not going to really need to remember that 24-word seed phrase. And to go even further, with MetaMask, guys, you have to go through all these different things of adding the chain ID, adding all this different rubbish. And for a lot of newbies, it can be quite difficult. Yeah, for a lot of us who are watching the video now, we think MetaMask, we've been doing this for years now, so it's easy. But we've got to remember, we're trying to bridge new users into crypto. This is probably one of the best ways I've seen a project try to bridge new users into crypto.
So now, like when you mentioned MetaMask, right? So MetaMask is like probably the most popular wallet on Ethereum today. Is this like a complementary solution to that? Is this like orthogonal to that? How does OIC work relative to what MetaMask is?
Well, it's a total replacement, right? You don't need MetaMask. It's just all you need a browser. You don't have to install, as we said, no plugin, no extension, nothing like that. It's just all you need is a device and the browser, and you're good to go to enter crypto, right? So you log in there.
Sorry to keep pausing it, guys, but come on. I mean, this is a game changer. And once people start to clock on, they're going to realize how much of a game changer this is. It is making it so easy. Still, cryptos, they're difficult. Me and my friends, we said it so many times, we need a new way in for new users. And if all they need is a phone to keep their crypto safer than even a MetaMask wallet, guys, it's looking good.
Like Ethereum Transactions, you can hold all the tokens there that there is. You can send them around. And you can also eventually, because that's not done yet right now, but of course you can also have like all the assets also on the internet computer. It's like a dual kind of principle here, and then you can even transact them like on the intercomputer protocol in like a far cheaper way. Like on Ethereum, it costs like $5 if you're lucky, $20 if you're less lucky. On the internet computer, if you transact tokens there, it's like by far cheaper. It's like it's a fraction of a dollar even.
Actually, that's a very interesting thing, right? So, I mean, I'm a very active like DeFi, DGen. I mean, I'm actively on most of the Ethereum.
Like a lot of you guys watching now, I bet when he said that, a lot of you smiled, because I know a lot of you guys are DeFi degens. And if you want to be a DeFi degen in ICP, go onto the NNS and look at the launchpad, and you guys can see what new up and coming projects are on the platform, because at the moment, I mean, DeFi in Ethereum is like risky business.
If you transact tokens there, it's like by far cheaper. It's like it's a fraction of a dollar even.
Actually, that's a very interesting thing, right? So, I mean, I'm a very active like DeFi degen. I mean, I'm actively on most of the Ethereum dexes. But when I think about like the business models or some of these, like, so for example, if you think about a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, as the attention to like crypto grows, so does like the network fee on Ethereum. That means that for a trade that I normally spend 50 cents on Uniswap, now all of a sudden becomes $50. So if you think from a perspective of an application, it is like counterintuitive.
And actually, let me pause it there, because that is so true. I know in the last run, a lot of people, they're trying to buy like $20 of a shitcoin, and it's costing them like $70, $80. I saw some mad transaction fees in the last run, but they were paying like $80 and then losing 80% of their investment because of the transaction fee, or the gas fee, should I say. And doesn't look like that's going to be the case for ICP.
Fee on Ethereum, that means that for a trade that I normally spend 50 cents on Uniswap, now all of a sudden becomes $50. So if you think from a perspective of an application, it is like counterintuitive to like their business model. As they will find more traction, they will have a lot more friction of users trying to do so. So you mentioned of all this stuff about, okay, how does the internet computer actually solve this problem where we have the reverse gas fee, and you can like basically bring Ethereum, ERC20, even Bitcoin onto the internet computer network. So can you tell me more about it?
Right, so I think the idea here is that like OIC or like wallets that are built in a similar way on the internet computer, and we have like a few more like AstroX or RFID and other wallets who actually do the same thing. So you can, and we did this morning, right? So we fire up Uniswap with Wallet connect the OIC wallet, right? And so you can, on the one hand, transact your stuff on Ethereum, or then, and because that's what is to come, you could also do the same transactions on the internet computer, right? And so right now, on Ethereum, there's of course much more liquidity, there's more tokens to trade, but eventually people will realize if you do the same thing on the internet computer, it's like far cheaper, right, for fewer transaction fees, and therefore that will also like have some liquidity, some more DeFi actually native on the internet computer protocol.
Yeah, and that's the thing that keeps a lot of people using like Uniswap or PancakeSwap, whatever it may be, is the liquidity over there. Because when you're launching a new DeFi platform, there's limited liquidity. But, you know, even if you did want to go and use, you know, Uniswap or one of these swapping apps, you can still do that wallet connect option and use your internet identity, which is amazing. It's going to get new users used to seeing the internet identity or the OC wallet, should I say now. And once they do get more familiar with it, you're going to start to see more people become a bit more curious and branch over into the internet computer. Love it. Love to see it.
For fewer transaction fees, and therefore that will also like have some liquidity, some more DeFi actually native on the internet computer protocol.
Yeah, I think you said far cheaper fee, but actually like it's practically zero from an end user perspective because of our reverse gas model, where as a developer, as a DEX, I can choose to pay for the computation so that my users don't have to. Right, so which means that you can really build a DEX on internet computer that can trade between Ethereum, ERC20, Bitcoin, ICP, and various assets with pretty much zero gas fee from an end user perspective.
Yeah, totally. So
amazing.
Like on ICP,
amazing.
But also the typical model is that transaction fees are like standard, they don't like vary, it's like fixed fees.
Yeah.
And so for instance, if I send you an ICP, it will cost me like $0.001. So yeah, nobody really cares, right? When, of course, there is some fee there just to make sure you can't do DDoS attacks and all of that. So it's more like a security feature than anything else, really.
Very cool. There's one thing you mentioned at the start of like our discussion. You mentioned something about ECDSA. So can you break it down like in simple words for, let's say, people who are not familiar with IC today? What does this mean? How is this important? And how does it enable us for creating this Bitcoin and Ethereum integration on the internet computer?
Right. So ECDSA is really the like elliptic curve digital standard signing algorithm, right? So that's like a standard for signing, doing cryptographic signatures, like a very old standard by now.
Is that only something that we on IC use? Is that something that's used for like by other chains or like?
Well, actually, it's used by the whole industry, right? When like not only blockchain, but like every browser, when you do TLS, there's DSA signatures in there. So essentially, in the blockchain area, there's the ECDSA is like the most popular one. There's Schnorr, but these are the two standard signature schemes that like everybody uses. And you know, like in order to sign, you need to have a cryptographic, like a secret key, and all of that. Now, as soon as you have a secret key, it's like tedious to manage. So that's why, like on the internet computer, we have like a distributed signing protocol where that secret key actually never exists, but like it's sort of shared among like designated nodes on the internet computer, and so they together can then produce signatures. And so that's how now for this wallet, or what we implemented, is that we have like a distributed signing algorithm. Now users don't have to manage all those keys, but actually the internet computer protocol, the nodes jointly manage the key for you. So it's like an HSM, like a hardware security module that like banks use, but done in a much better way, because now you distribute, decentralize that, and that's actually way more secure.
Yeah, so I was reading about the OIC blog that we essentially published, and we talked about network custody. So that's basically, I believe, what you mean by that each of the nodes in the network or in that subnet, they essentially hold a small slice of the private key, and a threshold number of them need to come together to create the signature. So when it comes in the context of OIC wallet,
and that's what's going to make it so secure as well, guys. I mean, they're pulling out all the stops here to make sure that they are as decentralized as possible, and they're keeping your crypto safe as well, because the last thing we want is our crypto to be under attack because the security measures are not up to standard. And you can see that these guys, they're doing everything that they can to make sure that they are not going to get any scrutiny.
Essentially hold a small slice of the private key, and a threshold number of them need to come together to create the signature. So when it comes in the context of OIC wallet, that means as an end user, you don't really need to manage your key material, and you can essentially still hold custody of lots of different assets, from Bitcoin, Ethereum to various ERC20s and ICP and so on.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, right, all you need in order to have this signing capabilities is a phone and connect with your browser to the internet computer, and there you go, you have it. You can enter the world of crypto, buy tokens, sell tokens, trade tokens, and of course tokens is only a small portion of what you can do in total on the internet computer. It's way more, but I guess today we're just talking about these wallets, showing that with the internet computer you can also participate in the Ethereum ecosystem. It demonstrates that with the internet computer protocol you can interact with the Ethereum ecosystem, and just holding ETH is one way to do that. I mean, there's of course much more you can do.
And that's the thing, we're still so early, guys. I mean, all we're focusing on is the coin and the nervous system and these wallets, but there's so much more capabilities behind the internet computer, and we'll find that out in a future video. But for the basics, they're going above and beyond right now.
It's showing that with the internet computer you can also participate in the Ethereum ecosystem. It demonstrates that with the internet computer protocol you can interact with the Ethereum ecosystem, and just holding ETH is one way to do that. I mean, there's of course much more you can do. Essentially you can sign any, not with OIC obviously, but with a smart contract on the internet computer, you can sign any transaction with respect to an Ethereum key, and then submit that to Ethereum, and then vice versa, right? You can really interact with that, because smart contracts on the internet computer can call out and call in, will be called in, right? And so with that, they can actually interact with the Ethereum blockchain, and that's what I guess we call Ethereum Integration that we're working on. We've already done that for the Bitcoin network, so you can also hold Bitcoin like that, and then either transact Bitcoin way cheaper on the internet computer, or then also go out and transact on the Bitcoin network, which again is much more expensive. Yeah, I guess we did that before, right? I saw some Bitcoin on OpenChat, and 2 seconds later you were very happily because you got some Bitcoin.
Thank you. I've been getting a lot of.
And that's so true. I mean, it's probably quicker to send Bitcoin on the CK Bitcoin pair than actually on Bitcoin. I mean, it is so fast. It's pretty much instant, and you can do it on OpenChat. It's amazing. I mean, what they're building right now is amazing, and once more people do start to clock onto it, that's when time is pretty much going to be running out.
Bitcoin from Jan today, so I feel like a rich man already. So one very interesting thing I noticed in the OIC wallet was this ICP on token on Ethereum. So this is very new. So this is basically, we are not talking about ICP, which is on ICP blockchain, but we are talking about an ICP token on Ethereum. Tell me more about it.
Right, so that's yet another thing we've done in the last few weeks and days, really. So we've done an ERC20 contract, a token contract on Ethereum that holds ICP. So we have ICP tokens there that we just launched on Ethereum. And the idea is that there's on the internet computer, there's another internet computer smart contract that has some ICP, and whenever that one receives some ICP, it will mint one ICP on the ERC20 contract, and vice versa, right? But of course, so if you send it there, it remembers your Ethereum public key, and it will then send the ICP on Ethereum to that public key and vice versa, right? So you always have to, when you do these transactions, attach your address on the other network.
And this is much secure than a traditional bridge, in the sense that your IC smart contract is holding the custody of the ICP, and then there is smart contract on Ethereum where you can do are you also using the threshold ECDSA signature for implementing this?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's no bridge here, right? So
yeah,
there's
like
the Ethereum smart contract, the computer smart contract that interact, right? And then the smart contract on the computer again uses this threshold keychain signing algorithms and can hold the Ethereum keys for the contract.
Wow, so no intermediary, and you can basically beam ICP onto Ethereum for use.
Guys, I don't know if you know how big that is. I mean, bridging was a nightmare for a lot of different coins in the last run, and people were having to find these bridging solutions for certain coins to get from one chain to another. And now with ICP, they're just making everything so easy for us, and we need to say a big thank you to these guys.
The smart contract on the computer again uses this threshold keychain signing algorithms and can hold the Ethereum keys for the contract.
Wow, so no intermediary, and you can basically beam ICP onto Ethereum for use on be stored in the OIC wallet, but maybe also potentially be traded on dexes like Uniswap and so on and so forth.
Yeah, totally.
And that, I believe, is something that the team is working on, making it possible for basically any token on the internet computer, where ICRC1 tokens, our SNS, like DAO tokens, Bitcoin, so on and so forth.
Right, so there's two directions here, right? Like all the tokens that are native to the internet computer can be reflected or have a twin, like a correspondence on Ethereum. But really, with that technology, like any other EVM chain, right? So that also means that the internet computer can sort of be, the gate to all the other chains. You can have one chain, have some tokens there, put it over, twin it over to the internet computer, back to that chain, and so on and so forth, right? It's really the whole universe of different tokens on blockchain that with that, any EVM blockchains with that technology that we can.
Wow, this is super cool. So basically what we, I think another thing I wanted to ask you, right? So in my understanding, this is more of a showcase of the capabilities of the internet computer, OIC wallet, and we are expecting more teams in the ecosystem to basically use this as a showcase, as a template. As you mentioned, some wallets like AstroX, NFID, Plug, and so on and so forth, they can basically look at this model and say, okay, they can build this multi-chain interoperability between Ethereum and IC tokens in this form.
And so many people speak about interoperability and all that sort of stuff, and realistically, no one's done it properly yet. I mean, no one's fully interoperable. Yeah, we can bridge from chain to chain, but pretty much everyone can do that. ICP, they're handling interoperability in a whole different way.
On and so forth, they can basically look at this model and say, okay, they can build this multi-chain interoperability between Ethereum and IC tokens in this form of showcase. Is that how it?
Yeah, totally. I mean, this all the code is open source. It's really like a showcase, trying to inspire the community, Ethereum community, the internet computer, the ICP community. So to pick this up and build and go crazy with it, there's so many possibilities. It's like a wallet is just the most straightforward one, but there's way more things you can do around that. We have Helix who got a prize just early this year about the best DEX. I mean, they're about to launch. They're also using this technology, right? So that you can actually have a DEX on the internet computer that where you can trade all these tokens from the other chains. They're exactly also using this technology. So it's very, very powerful.
Wow, very cool. I think it's very impressive. We're talking about the first browser-based wallet, which does not require any download, does not require any plugins to be installed on, let's say, Chrome or so on and so forth. You can basically, you don't need, as a user, you don't need to store the key material or no seed phrase. You just use your biometrics, log into the app, to the browser web page, and you can essentially have access and custody of Ethereum, soon Bitcoin, and IC tokens all in one go. Wow,
Very
that's
nice.
incredible.
Yeah, guys,
Very
try it
nice.
out. Like, go to oic.com, try it out, and also look at the source code that's also linked from there, and go crazy, start building.
Awesome. Thank you, Jan. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Loish.
Thank you.
So that's it, movie time is over, guys. And yes, it was a bit of a different one for you guys today, but I know a lot of people, they don't know where to find the best information, and you're hearing it from the horse's mouth himself. So go and check out the wallet. Let me know if you guys go and create a wallet or not. I'll leave a link in the description. But guys, ICP, they're at the forefront of pretty much everything, and we continue to stay bullish. Let me know what you thought of that video in the comments. Until next time, it's been Will X Money Crypto, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.